Welcome to the second episode of 5-Minute Physics with Mr. Nona. This episode is going to be looking at multiple-step dimensional analysis problems. I am going to be making an assumption that you've seen the first video or you understand how to do dimensional analysis. So I will be making a couple of skips as far as the procedure. So here we have this question: how many meters are in 3 miles? The first thing, just like last time, is we are going to write down the question in an easier format. So we have 3 miles, and we want to turn it into an unknown number of meters. So there's our problem. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to write down our knowns, in other words, our conversion factors. Now, if I look it up, yes, I can find meters directly into miles or miles directly into meters, but that's not the purpose of this. Purposes of this is to see it in multiple steps. So in this case, we're going to take 1 mile, and we are going to say that it equals 5,280 feet. And then we are going to say that 1 meter is equal to 3.28 feet. Okay. Now, if you remember from the last one, the next step we're going to take is we are going to write our original value as a fraction. So I have 3 miles over 1. No unit, because there's no unit up here underneath the miles. And then we are going to continue this off, remembering that we need to go diagonally. So, now, I can only turn miles into feet according to what I have as my known, even though we're trying to turn miles into meters here, but we have nothing in our conversion factors that will tell us that I can turn miles directly into meters. All we have, if we have miles, is a way of turning it into feet. So we're going to do that. So we have miles down below, remember, always diagonal, and we have feet directly above. Now, is this the unit we want to get to? Well, we have an M up here, we have an FT down here, so we have feet down here, and meters up here. That's not where we want to be, so we need to take another step. To take another step, we just add another line, add another fraction. Once again, we are going to go diagonally, so that means feet is going to go down below. Well, now I have two options. I can either go from feet back to miles, which seems kind of counterproductive, or feet directly into meters. So that means we're going to put meters up here at the top, because it's the only one that makes sense. But the good news about that is, if we're at meters here, we're at meters at the end, that means we're where we need to be. Now we can put in our numbers. So we have our numbers written down here. Here's the miles to feet, which is right here. So that means for every 1 mile, there is 5,280 feet. And that for every 1 meter, noticing that the meter's on the top, we're going to have 3.28 feet. Okay? Now I'm going to go back through. Let's cancel out our bad units. So feet don't matter anymore because they are diagonally canceling each other out. The miles cancel each other out. In this situation, we know that the ones don't really matter in this case. We can include them if we want, but for the sake of time, we're just going to go ahead and ignore them because they don't really have an effect. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to circle the M because that's the only unit left uncancelled, which, if you look at it, that's where we want to be. So let's go ahead and pull out the numbers, remembering anything above the fraction line we multiply, anything below the fraction line we divide. So we have 3, no unit, we canceled it out, times 5,280 divided by, because it's down here, 3.28, and we come up with the value of 4,829.26829, blah, 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 a bunch of numbers. So I'm just going to go ahead and round up to the second decimal point, and we're going to say 0.27. And what unit is that? That's meters. Okay. If you have any questions, please leave a question in the comment below. If you have anything else you would like me to see a video of, Please leave a request in the comments below, and any feedback would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.